come to China to do some movies in the near future. Do you like Chinese fans?
Chinese.
Do you like Chinese fans? Do you love them?
Of course. You're why I'm here today.
What's the impression they bring to you?
What's your impression of Chinese fans?
I think it's a bit like what I was talking about earlier in terms of finding more similarities in terms of my fan base around the world than differences. I have to say that when I meet someone who speaks a different language, and yet we've been able to bond over Prison Break, that my work has been able to find a place in your life and your heart, despite differences of culture, despite differences of language. It means a tremendous lot to me. And I have to say that throughout the course of filming Prison Break, the cast and crew were very, very aware of our international audience. We knew we'd set the standard quite high, and we pushed ourselves week after week to make sure that we kept living up to that certain standard of storytelling, because we cared so much about everyone who was invested in this very particular story that we were telling over the last 4 years.
The reason she asked you that question is because she wanted to hear very much from you that you say something great about, oh, I love you guys so much. You guys are so great.
Well, I do love you guys so much. That's why I keep coming back.
我还是比较善解人意的吧。
That's why I keep coming back.
对，他说我就是很爱你们，所以我才经常的回来嘛。来。
Hi, Wendy.
不要激动，不要太激动。
I feel I'm the luckiest girl in the world. I'm Amy from Communication University of China, and I'm really speechless, but I have to talk because I want to say a lot to you. Raise questions. I know that your favorite quote is "definitions belong to defined and not defined." From Terry Morrison's Beloved. I want to ask, do you have any definition to yourself, like between you and Michael? And well, as you know, most people have already regarded you as him, and so on. Do you feel pleased to hear that? I mean, when people call you Michael instead of Wentworth Miller. And have you ever think of getting rid of him? Would you please tell? No. Besides, what does this character brings you? Would you please tell something about your special experience in the fantastic Prison Break journey?
Wow, that's deep.
Deep, yes. Good questions, all of them. I do share a lot in common with Michael. He existed on the page first, but then I brought a lot of myself to him. I think he represents certain parts of me taken to an extreme. We both have a respect for order, for research, for preparation, for discipline. But Michael's also, he's a little bit crazy. He's a little bit of a loose cannon. I mean, what sort of man would be willing to throw himself into prison to save a loved one on death row? An extraordinary man. A man who walks the line between genius and insanity.
Crazy, yeah.
So we don't have that in common. But I've been honored to play Michael Scofield. And if Prison Break is the best thing I ever do, and this character is the character I am known most for, I'll consider that a privilege. At the same time, I've been thinking a lot about what it means now that the show is coming to an end and moving on, and the fact that when you play a certain character for 4 years, people tend to associate you with that character. But I'm confident that I have other things to offer, that there are other sides of myself that I haven't shared yet. And hopefully I'll be able to surprise you, and hopefully you'll find enjoyment in the other things that I do.
Surprise us, but gradually, not too much.
Gradually, I'll take it slow.
Gradually, yeah. Hi.
Next question.
你还有问题呢？
Yeah.
行，再问。
And what kind of film would you try after Prison Break is almost coming to the end? And then there's saying goes to that you plan to write scripts on your own. And you want to direct a film similar to some kind of Shining films.
Yes, exactly.
At least you're on the way. And in your future career, which field would you most likely to try? I mean, to be a specialist, to be an actor still, or to be a scriptwriter or a director or something else?
I think I'd like to wear a lot of different hats, to use an expression. To be an actor, to be a writer, to be a director, producer. I think that I have fallen in love with storytelling, and eventually I'm going to find stories that I'll want to tell in my own specific way, not just as an actor, but as the director, as the man sitting in the editing room putting the story together. I've said before that I cannot take full responsibility for Michael Scofield. I owe his success to a lot of people, to the 150 cast and crew members who put Michael Scofield together each and every week. I have to give them credit. And it's taught me that this is a collaborative process. There are a lot of different facets of the business I'd like to explore. And to that end, I am actually writing a couple of feature films with some friends. That's kind of a change-up in that I would potentially play a bad guy, something like Jack Nicholson in The Shining, because I do love a good horror movie. And I think after 4 years of playing the good guy, it'd be nice to be the one running around with an axe at the end of the movie. I have to say that throughout the course of Prison Break, one of the difficulties of playing my character was that because we did bad guys so well, we had Bellick, we had Teabag, we had Abruzzi, we had Kellerman. They got to do some fantastic things on the show that I wasn't able to participate in because I had to remain the good guy. I had to remain kind of cool and calm and stoic, and they got to do all these sort of fireworks and theatrics.